7.
You're watching On the Red Carpet. Get the latest Hollywood news brought to you by Pacific Rim Photos and Videos. Your eye on the red carpet.
I am honored to have them join us today in the studio because these guys are very busy, always collecting stories for us for On the Red Carpet here on Kababayan today. Peter Gonzaga and Chris Johnson from Pacific Rim. How's it going?
Great.
Good.
Yeah?
We miss you.
I miss
we miss
you.
Being here. We're always shooting stuff for you, and I'm always saying your name in the packages, but it's good to see you again.
I know.
So remember where it's at.
Right, and I thank you because I always see you on TV, but now I mean now you're here. Thank you in the flesh. You've also been busy as always.
Right.
Last weekend you covered FPAC.
FPAC.
Tell us
This
about it.
22nd year. Actually, this is the last year. It's going to be at
Point
Fermi, which is really sad. So Mark Dacascos was there with his sister, because his sister actually is a singer. And then this one group called Dakila, which is from up in the Bay Area, and they were really popular in the late 70s. So, you know, we thought we'd get a little bit of culture from them. And then also it was cool. There was a Tidikling battle, which was really interesting.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Always. Of course, Festival of Philippine Arts and Culture. Mark Dacascos and Vanessa Dacascos, of course, talent runs in the blood.
Right.
And also Dakila, a 70s
Kind of like a Joe-esque band, kind of
Right.
like a Joe Bataan, those Latin groove kind of thing.
All right, let's watch this.
Ted and Jilly invited my sister to sing here today. So I'm going to formally introduce her to the audience, and I'm very, very excited. I'm very nervous.
I've been writing since I was like 15, and when I started writing, it was really just me pouring my heart out and not really worrying about what it, who it's going to appeal to. I didn't even really have necessarily like a genre that I was sticking to, but I grew up singing jazz and loving hip hop and loving reggae, and then eventually it just kind of all came together, and I just kind of infused a sound for my own. And today I'll be singing acoustic. Most of my songs that I write to are like with hip hop beats.
Bernard Gonzalez, who is in charge of Voices of Latin Rock, he's a big promoter in San Francisco. He messaged me on Facebook and he said, Vicente, are these guys still around? And I said, I don't know who's there, who's around. And I thought it was impossible, after 40 years that we were going to get back together. But it's like a dream come true. I was so excited in 73, 74, 75. And it's like being a kid again,
Wonderful. Wow. Amazing event, right? And also another event that you covered
It was a 10-year screening of Lumpia, the movie. It's more or less like a kind of like a action-packed comedy movie about Filipinos trying to fight against the bullies.
I know. It's funny because they were here, they talked about that because now they're also doing a sequel, right?
Right. They actually were doing a sequel, and it also depends. I believe their Kickstarter ended yesterday, so I don't know if they actually made it to the 50,000, but they're going to try and see what they can do.
There's a lot of buzz around it. Watch this.
Hey Janelle, this is Cedric Jonathan here at CGV Cinemas for the 10th year anniversary screening of Lumpia the movie. We're so excited to be here. We actually got to speak to the producer of the movie, Patricio Janelsa, and here's what he had to say. So what made you decide to do a 10-year screening for this movie?
I realized that there's a cult following out there for this film, surprisingly. Usually people know me as like the debut guy or the guy that directed the Black Eyed Peas Bebo guy, but surprisingly I think it started out last year when I was at a premiere and someone came up to me, a young student, says, "Hey, are you the guy that directed Lumpia?" I was shocked, and it made me realize. And they said, I was in high school when I watched that film, so it made me the 10th year anniversary gave me an opportunity to not only celebrate the movie, because that movie was the first time myself and AJ collaborated, and then for those 10 years, we've been doing a lot of music videos, Bamboo, Black Eyed Peas. In a way, Lumpia launched their careers, but that movie was also a reunion movie for my neighbors that lived in Dacascos. So that movie still means a lot to me, and so celebrating the 10th year anniversary was a no-brainer.
So from a festival to a movie screening to So You Think You Can Dance, you guys are busy. What's it like covering the whole season?
I love it because you grow with the dancers. You really get a connection with them. I mean, after the interviews we're talking and laughing. Plus, Nigel Lithgow, who's huge. I mean, you kind of just grow with them and get a rapport with them, and it makes the interviews so much better.
And this is what Chris is talking about, interviews with the champions.
What are we going to do with the money? That's what I want to know. What are we doing? Be real. Are we buying a car? Are we saving it? School? Keep it real.
Definitely saving it. I would love to just have like a dream dance journey for myself, just to go out and just explore different worlds of dance, like in different countries, and also save a little, of course, and give back to like my mom, my dad, and like my older brother, who's always given me so much. Like he's just been the person that's never said no and gotten me anything I wanted. So I would just love to give back to my friends and family.
What's your favorite interview? Okay, great, nice try.
Yeah. All right, well, my turn. Okay. I think just continuing dance training. Like, this is only the beginning, and take classes. But one thing that I really want to do is travel to Europe, because I've never been outside of the United States. So I think I just want to like go explore and like open up a little bit and see what's outside.
All right, since you were with them from the beginning, were they your pick?
Amy was. I thought Aaron, the runner-up, was going to win because he's the better dancer, but fik-shun, smile, and personality got him the votes.
All right, wow, getting to be great analyst as well.
Yes.
Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you for all your hard work with on the red carpet on Kababayan today. More power, know you're busy. Thank you for joining us. I'll see you next time.